Just let them be all around Rogueport, so I can be like, oh, pop over here, pop over there, break some kneecaps, dispose of some bodies, hide some drugs, and then be like, okay, we're done now. Jolene Murley, heartful cake recipe. What does Jolene want? I need some cleaning work, motivated workers only. Please meet me in the Glitz pit. Nope, we're not going back to Glitzville. Murley, I want to make a heartfelt cake, but I forgot the recipe. For Mario's sake. I have to keep my shop open, so can you find the recipe? I first learned the recipe from Toasty over in Petalburg. Not going back to Petalburg. Maybe later. Elusive badge. I'm after an elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet on the roof of Zest's house in Rogueport Square. Poster is anonymous. This may be dangerous. Want to take this trouble? Oh, heck yeah, I do. Sure, we can do this one. Because I do wonder if this is the quest that I'm thinking of. And if this is the quest that I'm thinking of, I absolutely want to do this. Luigi! We're going to come back to you and your cyborg-enhanced android Spiny eventually. We're going to get the latest chapter of his story soon, I promise. Before we start on our own adventure. Oh my goodness, Miss Mouse. Hello, Miss Mouse. I haven't seen you in the hottest of moments. Hello, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. I'm a pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fellow like yourself take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to the point, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I've failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair. I knew it. I went to check that room after I heard you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I did hear rumors that to find this badge, one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means, though. Anyway, go look for it, okay, sweetie? I got it. What, Goombella, do you have anything? That's Miss Mouse, the thief. She jets off to exotic places to find rare badges. She's only like the biggest flirt I've ever met in my entire life. It's weird that she's the anonymous requester of the super secret badge. Why is it strange? We know she collects badges. And if there's something that requires the power of the winds, we have a wind spirit on our employ. I mean, she's a partner. We don't pay Flurry, even though we probably should. She is an actress, quite famous after all, so, I mean, the fact that she's doing this for free is, well, it's good for us. Where are we going? We're going to Hooktail's castle, which means we have to go back to Petalburg. Isn't that great? Oh, we're finally here. It took us a hot minute. But I suppose now we can actually... Pardon me? Isn't there... I know that the thing is over there, but isn't there also... I am fairly certain. I might be thinking of a later arena. But I was so certain of it. Oh my goodness, a chest. Here it is. Attack FXB. The badge Miss Meows is looking for. Take it to her. Alright, fine. All the way back to Rogueport. Oh, I love this backtracking. Llama Lord, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. How's your day been? I hope it's been good. We are here. You haven't missed anything but side quests, so we're getting on with the main story very soon. That face. Does it mean you found the badge? I did. Well, this is certainly the badge I was looking for. Oh my goodness, yes. Now, my sweet, promise to hear me out without getting mad? You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize, but I knew you would find it, my handsome cheese hunk. You may have even more badge-finding skills than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Oh? Because, I'm sure to find lots of badges that way, don't you think? Now, how about that reward? Let's see. Take this badge that you managed to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. Now, let me formally state that you will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. Miss Meows has joined the party. We get a new side quest party member. The flirtatious Miss Meows, the badge thief. Show me her abilities. Let me get the rundown. A primer. Press X and Miss Meows will sniff out any items or objects hidden nearby. So that's how you do this. That's fantastic. There doesn't seem to be anything in this area, dearie. When you press X, I'll sniff around and tell you if there are any items nearby. That's so useful. Nice. Love Slap. Oh, that's fantastic. And Kiss Thieves to steal items. That is great, and I am so glad that we got a new party member. But, on the topic of Sunday, Llama Lord, I realized that I said, it's like, oh, are you going to do the Paper Mario on Sunday? And I'm like, yeah, I'm absolutely going to do the Paper Mario on Sunday. And then Sunday came around, and it's like, oh, there's no stream. That's purely and entirely because plans with the family for Easter literally popped up as I ended Saturday's stream. Like 10 minutes after you asked me at the end of that stream whether or not there was a stream, I was like, oh, plans have arrived. I have to do this now. And I'm like, okay, I guess I have to push the stream back. So here we are, Tuesday evening for Paper Mario. Oh, I have to talk to Luigi. Now we can talk to Luigi in a bit. We're going to the 1,000-year door. It's like, yeah, I forgot it was Easter too, or else I wouldn't have planned for a stream Easter Sunday at all. But things, they just escape you apparently, which is alright. We're here, and we are doing more Paper Mario. We are going to get another Spice Star today, hopefully. Maybe. I have no idea how long Chapter 5 is going to take. I think I remember Chapter 5 being a pretty long chapter. Is there anything in this room, Miss Mouse? There is. Oh, I wonder what it is. Something tells me that is going to be not hard at all to find. There's more things. Okay, wow, apparently there's a lot of stuff. Well, excuse me. We never did take this particular pipe, and by pipe I mean spring, so let's explore what's over here, I guess. Oh, the Shine Sprite. Right. Is there anything else? Oh, that's it. Fantastic. That's how you get to the Pit of 1,000 Trials. Pit of 100 Floors. Dungeons. We are presenting our Cinnamon Star to the Great Spice Door in the sky. And by in the sky, I mean deep underground. Number 4. And this Cinnamon Star will surprise you. Where is our next location, oh magic map? By the power of Spice Stars, give me knowledge. We are traveling to an island with coconuts and skulls for the Blue Star. Oh, a blue star. What is a blue spice? Or a spice that's even remotely close to blue. I have to look this up. I need to determine. It's vitally important that I determine what this Spice Star is. I have to do extreme amounts of research with Professor Franklin. Blue spices. Indigo. But you can't eat that. Can you eat indigo? I don't think it's no. Morocco? No, that's a dye. We'll call it basil and move on. This is the Basil Star. We have to speak to him about Princess Peach's email. You weren't even there for that. Were you spying on us? The Basil Star. Fantastic. I forget what we named the other ones. It's been too long. I remember the Cinnamon Star. What? That was written in Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually the ancient spirit of a 1,000-year-old demon? I wonder what kind of tea and biscuits it likes. Probably Souls of the Damned flavored. And those fiends want to use the power of the spice stars to resurrect it? How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. Well, we're waiting, Professor. What did you find out? This is rather long, so you'd best listen well. Oh, story time, people. Break out the popcorn and your drinks. Are all of you ready? And you there, in front of the TV, you listen up too. If you're watching this on a TV, I'd be surprised. So I'm going to redact that statement and say it as it's supposed to be said in a modern age. Are all of you ready? And you there, out in front of the computer screen, you listen up too. Everyone, you need to focus on the stream. If you were playing this in the background, tune back in. Engage the brains. This is important information, people. You strange man. What did that mean? Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen up. The great cataclysm that I read about in that book may well refer to this demon. It says that a monster destroyed a large town that once stood on this very area. It also says that the 7 spice stars were actually created by this monster. And that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try and control the world. Subjugation through salad. I understand now. They wanted to use the spice stars to create the ultimate salad that will get every single living thing in the world addicted to the salad. And that way they could expose their will and control them accordingly. According to the book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 legendary heroes. But only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. They didn't know the Mafuba. So the heroes used the crystal stars. Apparently there's something different than the spice stars, which we're after. The spice stars evolved. The crystal stars might be the primordial form of the spice stars. They stole them from the demon, and they cast the evil beast into the depths of a vast maze and sealed the exit. From this, I gather that the spice stars cannot distinguish good from evil, just like the Triforce. So if they're all united, they could either seal away or resurrect the demon. It seems that he who wields the spice stars determines if they're used for good or evil. Well, the way I see it, it may be entirely the wrong idea to collect these things. Why, someone could just steal all the crystal stars from us and resurrect that demon. I feel as though the best course of action might be to destroy them utterly. No, that's the Infinity Stone argument, Miss Meows. We can't do that. We have to gather them all of ourselves, because we are the ultimate practitioners of moral justice. We will be the ones who decide what is good and what is right and what is wrong in this world. To be fair, Miss Meows, that was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. We need to use the power of the stars to destroy the stars. There's the slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems that the spice stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years and not a second more. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? Yeah, that is a bit of bad luck. The fact that those goons want the stars now may be coincidence, but maybe not. Frankly, if you truly believe that the X-Naught forces are after crystal stars purely on some kind of world domination quest right now, then you are a naive fool, and I would have to question your tenure at Goom University. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Naughts fail. Oh my, I suppose we better shake our tails and find the crystal stars. Miss Meows, I know you haven't been with us long, but they're not the crystal stars. They're the spice stars. We're on the search for the basil star now. Tell me, Professor, where is the next one located? According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keelhaul Key. Keelhaul Key? I'm none too familiar with that place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, undead warriors haunting the island for millennia, centuries past, for deeds unfinished, promises unkept. Horrible, nasty, vile things all over the place. I'm sure the sea salt's down by the harbor no more. You should head there first. Sounds like a plan, Professor. But the most important thing right now is finding out what that badge sounds like. Oh my god, it sounds like a mouse. Miss Meows, that is ironically hilarious. Wow, there's lots of treasure around. Wow, okay, apparently we were right on top of it. Star piece for us, I suppose. Wait, does Miss Meows point us in the direction of where treasure is? So there's that chest there. Oh, she does. Based on where she's facing. Excuse me. Oh, I need a drink. One moment while I fetch myself a drink. Water is the best drink, people. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. Okay, we're ready to go. But before we go, it is time for everyone's favorite segment of Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door. Luigi time. It is time for Luigi recap. But I need to know all about this stupid cyborg android shell. Yeah, I'm Torque, and don't think for a second that this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot. I'm not letting this dip. I feel like a word is missing in that sentence. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair cost. I was right. I was right before. I know my brother well, and there's no way he'd go on an adventure without incurring an immense amount of debt. I knew these people were only following him because he owed them something. That's Luigi's pal Torque. I hear he's like a totally excellent mechanic. According to Mechanics Weekly, that tool on his back can basically do anything, except light things on fire. He cannot turn things into liquid with prolific amounts of heat. He seems ticked off, though. I wonder what happened. Luigi totaled his car. Didn't you hear what he said? It's 5,000 coins in debt. Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island and got a marvelous compass piece, bro. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about the thrills, the chills, and the spills. It was pretty nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Yes, I already bought your book. I'd love to see how the book compares to the real thing. Sounds good to me. Which part do you want to hear of my story, bro? Circuit Break Island, please. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on that island. Oh, I have an idea about what this is. Baby Park, anyone? Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. I can imagine that as something that goes down maybe once and then never again because the person who won burned the island to a ground. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony for that day. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there, on the trophy they gave to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I dead wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you to airborne with their exhaust alone. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. I killed 13 people just to get second place. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway. And my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts, the Big Green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green. I stomped the accelerator. But then something bad happened. I was in reverse. The Big Green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news, though. All the other karts crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazzafraz Town in the east. Then I heard the voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears yet again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport. And that's what's been up with me. Wow, what a story. He went to Baby Park, killed 13 people in a tragic car racing accident, and got a compass that he destroyed. What did you do with the island? You were supposed to be crowned king of the island for a day. Did you, like, make taxes 0% or, like, triple taxes? Did you run the island into the ground? Luigi, you're a type of person who would, like, run a kingdom into the ground if you were given any modicum of power or control. I have no faith in you. I believe Torque. 5,000 coins? I'm not bailing you out again, Luigi. It's not happening. You should have invested in the oil rat like I said. Fool. Fool. You should have listened to my advice. Like I always say, the money is in the oil. It's in the oil. Where are we going? We have to talk to people. Keelhaul Key? You mean the island where the treasure hoard of Cortez, the Pirate King, is hidden? Oh my gosh, you want to find the treasure, eh? Treasure? We're gonna find treasure. I don't care about no stinking curses. What is this beautiful ship? Can we get on it? Oh, I'm king of the world! I'm king of the world! Goombella, I need you to hold me up so I can lift my hands outwards. Goombella doesn't have hands. Oh my gosh, it would be pointless for her to try that pose. Man, I feel so sorry for you, Goombella. You can't even do a king of the world pose on the bow of a ship. That's sad. Whose boat is this? No matter how much I work, life never gets any easier for me. Know what I mean? Oh, don't I know it, my friend. There's just gotta be a way to just go poof and get rich, you know? Poof. I wish. You with the mustache, what's with the stink guy, eh? You got something to say? Right then, let me ask you anything. It's like an encyclopedia I am. Who owns the ship and how do I get to Keelhaul Key? Listen, mate. Don't ask me about that place. I got no need for a curse from the Pirate King. Who owns the boat? Who owns the boat? Toad, do you know who owns the boat? See that ship dock there? She belongs to Flavio, the merchant trader. Thank you for answering my question. He don't sail too often, though. He mostly hangs out at Podley's joint on the plaza. It looks like we're going back to Podley's place. We need to talk. Flavio sounds like the name of a guy who's super eccentric, staring into a red skull-shaped key. Gemstone. Rock. Mineral. No, not time for that yet, Mario. We need to talk to the flamboyant man in the bar. And no, we're not talking about you, Luigi. And no, I'm still not here to pay the debt. I'm talking to this guy. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more, eh? What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Money, probably. Money, you say? Ah, yes, there is nothing like a grapefruit covered in... Ah, no, foolish Flavio. Not honey, you silly man. What he meant was money. Ah, but if it's money I need, I may be in good shape because I am filthy stinking rich. I am so rich, I don't even have to pay my taxes. I am that caliber of rich. Wait, hold the horses, stop the presses, hold on to everything. A marvelous idea has struck the great Flavio. Now that I'm thinking of it, I once heard the treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness, happy day for me. I hunt for pirate treasure. Why, just that shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion and even more money. Do you not know the tale? The Pirate King's treasure. Did he hide the one piece on this island, perhaps? Hidden away on Keelhaul Key? Ah, well, tales say that this pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. Ho 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 ho! An island full of luxurious chests full of booty, you say? Ho 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 ho! That sounds like a fun time. Sign me up for an expedition to Booty Island, people. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot, that illustrious, delicious, delectable booty. But not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. It's because of those very rumors that people no longer go to Keelhaul Key. But that will not stop the great Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, playboy philanthropist, sailor of the seven seas. What is that you are saying? You are also looking for treasure here in Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything here, except for hard narcotics and dead bodies. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No, 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 no! Now what madness spews bursting forth from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Rather, I mean, show me. Yeah, sure, here you go. You're trustworthy. With your purple hair and your poofy sailor hat. You are having a joke on me, good sir. This map leads straight to Keelhaul Key. You swine, you devil, you cad, you usurper. You mean to steal my treasure out from under me, you awful, awful man. No, 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 no. I would never. I just want the lentil star. What did we agree on? Spice star? Oregano? No, we already have oregano. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Now I'm confused. You are looking for the things known as spice stars. Oh, yes. But now what am I thinking? A star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be... Ah, stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keelhaul Key. Of course, the spice star is yours, yes, but the rest is mine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That'll be like my 1/16th share, depending on how many people you hire for this job. You must repeat that. Flavio, ears are plugged. You have no ship? Oh, you unfortunate, foolish man. Do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in time. No time at all, and it will be massive, glorious, filled, stern to bow with barrels full of booze. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Let us begin preparations forthwith, shall we? I will volunteer my shelf. My shelf? I will nominate my bookshelf, as captain of our fine vessel. Yes, and I'm captain, and the leader will be the shelf. Ah, danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. I think that's just the nose hair, Flavio. You might want to get that trimmed. We go to the harbor. All right, to the harbor. Back to the harbor. This is nothing but backtracking, even though it's just to the other side of town. It could be way worse. We could have to go to Glitzville to buy hot dogs 3 separate times. I can't think of anything worse. We're going to save, though, because I am future-proofing, and I don't want to have to do Miss Meows's quest again. Okay, how many of us are there on the boat? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we need Goombella's knowledge about all of these people. That's Papatch, the Bomb-Mom. He's a real salty sailor. Totally active guy, though. Yeah, he looks pretty burly, too. Gotta love strong go-getters. What about the Toad? Toad number 1. That's one of the sailors going with us to Keelhaul Key. He seems super motivated, so we're totally lucky to have him. Know what I mean? I suppose. That's a Toad sailor. He seems pretty freaked out to be a sailor, but I mean, hey, it's a living. I always hear him worrying about his brother, so maybe that's why he's so tweaked. Well, I mean, he is in Rogueport, so I mean, it's pretty easy to get tweaked in Rogueport. You know, speaking of which, you don't exactly worry about Luigi much, do you? Nah, he's capable of getting into debt all on his own. No, wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. What are you talking about, a problem? Feast your eyes on this outrageously flamboyant... flamboyant. Yeah, that's a word. Feast your eyes on this outrageously flamboyant ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavion. The new particle discovered at CERN. The flavion. It's the particle. It is the gauge boson, the carrier particle force of the Flavio force. Yep, that's science. She's the queen of my countless ships and my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and the circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul, don't you agree? Yes, she is a marvelous ship. But she's not just a beauty, she is a savage beast in the bed. I mean, on the water, top. She is a top boat among sailboats. But above all else, I tell you, this proud ship can, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, tickle your fancy. Ah, yes, do you speak? Yes, I am articulate, Flavio. Of course, the problem. Yes, the problem. Can we get back to the problem, please? The SS Flavion, she bewitches me so. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest-ranking helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now, here's the real problem. The waters around Keelhaul Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is, how you say, a pickle? Oh, he turned himself into a pickle. A pickle boat. No. No. Just because they're on the very salty ocean does not mean they undergo the process of brining. It's not a pickled boat. It's just a normal boat. Don't get your panties in a twist. Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution to your problem. Do not tease me, Papatch. You can solve our problem, then spit it out, my good man. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. This is where we get our boots, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure this is where we get our boot upgrade. I think. Maybe? Maybe. Anyway, I could be completely wrong. I think he's called Admiral Bobbery, a salty sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have the helmsman touch, sir. It's like a green thumb, but on the water. He can make any ship bow to his will. He's a real top helmsman. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him on the seas of late. Bossa boom, problem solved. Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. As is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That would be you, Martio. That does sound fair and equitable to everyone, does it not? No complaints. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, aye. Sounds fair, sir. Good plan. I'm on board. Then it's decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. We must talk to everyone. That's one of the toads who's coming with us to Keelhaul Key. Sounds like she got tired of life in Rogueport and wants a fresh start on Keelhaul Key. Hey, she's young, you know. That's the time to get out there and try new stuff. Well, I suppose. That's Thrifty, the toad. He and his brother run the TTS. Twin Toads Shopkeeps. Toad Bros Bazaar. He wants to go onto the key and open a shop. Not a bad dream. I get totally jealous of people who stay so focused on their goals, you know. But how many customers does he expect to get on a deserted island anyway? I mean, any he does have will be a captive audience. My dreams will come true. I'm going to open a shop. I don't care if it's small and ramshackle. It will be mine, goddammit. I just have one slight worry. Keelhaul Key is a deserted, cursed island. You think I'll get much foot traffic? Yeah, I bet you'll get a lot of the locals. I always dreamed of the day I'd leave this stupid, no-good, filthy town. I don't care if there are pirates or ghosts or undead vampires where we're going. I just want to get out of there. It's got to be worlds better than this stinkhole. That's the entrepreneur Flavio. He's like super rich. He owns lots of boats. We don't care about the boats. Yes. What is this guy? They call that guy Four Eyes. He's one of the sailors coming with us to the key. I totally feel like I've seen him somewhere before, though. Maybe I'm just going nuts. Yeah, probably. What does he have to say? Pleased to meet you. Your acquaintance. I have never seen that guy before in my life. That's a bomb sailor. Keelhaul Key. Why do you think so many bombs become sailors, huh? Probably because there is a significantly lowered chance of fire when you're surrounded by water. That way they won't commit unaliving by blowing themselves up by stray sparks. Where are we going? We're going to, Bobbery. How do we get to Bobbery? We may or may not get boots. I don't remember. I have to talk to... Well, we are in a town full of sailors. I'm sure the barkeep will have knowledge. Oh, barkeep, I desire your strongest cup of knowledge. Shut up, I'm not talking to you. Admiral Bobbery? Yeah, I know him. Oh, fantastic, he has all the gossip. You know that house just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let him be. No. We have a job offer. It's a very lucrative job. We're going to, find lots of treasure. I do love a good-fashioned treasure. Let's knock on the door, and if we can't break it down, we'll break it down. It's locked from the inside. Let me in. Let me in. Sir, I have a job opportunity for you. Maybe I can get in from the back. Oh, excuse me. Please don't start with the hiccups. That would be atrociously bad luck. Drink some more water, people. Can we get up here? How do we find Admiral Bobbery? Wait. I see something. Shut up, Goombella. Shut up. I don't need your advice at the moment. I need bagels. How? Bagels, please. No, it's not high enough. We can do this. We can do this. I need to find a way to get over there. Right on the edge. Nice. That's how you do it, Beeble. Is that 3 shine sprites? Oh my gosh, it is, and we can upgrade Miss Meows. That's great. I'm glad I remembered or saw it out of the corner of my eye. That's fantastic. We can have all of our party upgraded. Let's go get that done. I can't believe you can get Miss Meows this early on. Because when I first played through this game years and years ago, I never got Miss Meows. It was years after my first time playing this that I ever even knew. Like, I didn't consciously know that the quest board was like side quests, because I never did it. I never read anything as a kid. So it was a long time before I got Miss Meows. So when I did learn about her, it was in the like post game or at the very end of the game. So to get her this early is pretty interesting. I'm glad we can take her on this adventure. But yeah, I have no idea how to get up to... We have to go... How... Wait, there we... Okay, I remember. We need bagels. Good old-fashioned bagels. Go over here. And then we can just climb the boxes. The other day, I saw this guy jumping from roof to roof. Man, he was parkouring so hard. But hey, you know, he might have actually been a bandit. That is the language sentence I am trying to say. Maybe that's why he was sneaking into chimneys. And I am 100% certain that that is there. Yep. Oh, no, it couldn't have just fallen out behind it. But I know that this is there. Yep, another star piece. Oh, and another shine sprite. Oh my gosh. Isn't that just fantastic? We will need a bunch of those. Oh, hello, what do you do? Who are you and what do you do? Give me knowledge. That guy's name is Grifty. He's a laid-back rooftop minstrel type guy. He tends to know all the stories that get passed around Rogueport's streets. For a couple of coins, he'll tell you one, and you never know, it might help you on our travels. Good afternoon to you, sir. I'm called Grifty, the traveling minstrel. My eek knows many stories. I spend my days here in leisure, spinning tales that spin the senses. I know but a few of the stories that surround the town of Rogueport. If you'd like, I can share them with you, but it will require just a few coins. Is there a tale you wish to hear? These are the tales I can tell you now. Oh my goodness, who wishes to hear a story? For 5 coins, I would like to learn a tale. The fearsome The fearsome demon, the crystal stars, the hero who arose, the wise Goomba, the stalwart Koopa, the 4 heroes, the duel with the demon sealed within, all becomes legend. I have a feeling we should listen to them in order. So we will have count them, one story today, the fearsome demon. For a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the fearsome demon. Take my money. Ages ago, in a city flourished here in peace and splendor, but it was destroyed in a single day by a demon from the dark beyond. Historians claim a great calamity befell the city, but nay, 'twas a demon. The city sank below ground, and 1/4 of the old city became the demon's den. This demon struck fear into the hearts of all men and beasts and sent out minions to take the land. And its den, its palace, grew rich with the treasure stolen from all over the world. If there is another tale you wish to hear, just ask. Nope, we will save more for later. We can start off more things with more stories. We're going to go into chimneys, though, because we have to go into chimneys, because we are going into chimneys. Hopefully, they haven't lit a fire. Wow, this guy's got a killer mustache. Mustache. What do you blokes want? That's a bomb sailor. He works at the docks. He's a legend. He's kind of stubborn. Okay, yeah. Admiral Bobbery. I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please. Don't play dumb with us. We were already told that you are Admiral Bobbery. Harumph. What poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator, and you want me to do the job? So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall never set sail upon the sea. Nevermore. But, look, we're begging you here. You totally have to. You're the only one who can guide our ship to Keelhaul Key. This is serious stuff. Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean is no. Get the hell out of my house. And by get the hell out of my house, I mean, please invade my personal belongings and take my shine sprites. Is that 3 of them? No, it's only 2. I wish we had a 3rd. Okay, well, what do we do now? That guy doesn't seem to be too stoked to come with us. You know what? I wonder, though. Why is he so weirded out about the sea? Language has escaped me. Congratulations. You ought to find someone who knows this guy and find out what his malfunction is. He's not a robot, Goombella. Why do you always have to degrade and deride people? You're such a rude person. You know what? I want my waifu back. My Paper Mario waifu. I get to say hello to Vivian. I love Vivian. Considering it's been 2 hours and we haven't even started Chapter 5, the chances of us finishing Chapter 5 is pretty much non-existent, I will say. So we might wrap it up. Not anytime soon. I can go for like another hour, maybe an hour and a half. We'll see. But don't expect me to finish Chapter 5 today. Just fair warning right off the bat. You say Bobbery won't go to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want to mount an expedition to Keelhaul Key. Yep, I absolutely do. We are on the search for delicious booty. And spices, but that's secondary objective. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is this. Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Today is a very story-focused episode and a stream. I don't know how the episodes are going to be edited out. Future me can deal with that kettle of worms. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's Tales of Woe goes something like that. Let me get a sip of my water so my throat doesn't die. Alright, here we go. Sad story. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods of time. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew. But it soon turned serious. Bobbery, at sea on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him, always haunting his sleep, bogging down his every step. He has never gone out to sea since. I can't imagine what that poor man went through. No wonder he won't set sail. You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to sea? We have no choice. We need him. We need to save the world. We need to gather the crystal stars. I feel for him, I truly do, but the fate of the world is more important than the unfortunate fate of one man. The needs of the many. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. An old letter. The letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery on her deathbed. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you. She told me as she lay dying. I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Bobbery in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Thank you so much, Podley. We'll deliver the letter with all due speed. Don't you worry. Ready, Mario? Podley is an asshole. This guy, his one and only, his soulmate, his beloved, dear wife, died of a mysterious sickness, and on her deathbed, her final dying wish, with her final words, she writes this letter, and she's like, if he's heartbroken, please give him this letter. And she's like, okay, we can do that, but you never give it to him? You are an absolute asshole, Podley. I'm never going to buy a drink at this stupid establishment. Down with Podley. Keeping that letter for what? An old letter. It must have been like, what, 20 years? Even more. Decades? Who can tell? Man, Podley. Absolute asshole. Not my Podley. Bobbery, I have something for you. Oh, by Blabberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet! This is Scarlet's handwriting! Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were at sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. 1,000 pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? Of course, sir. Take all the time in the world. All the time you need. Yes, love. I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Forever and always, my love. Now then, you are looking for a navigator, I believe. Bound for Keelhaul Key? If you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery, wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. He is now with us. We have gained his compliance. The ship's in the harbor, I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. Absolutely fantastic. We have our helmsman, Mr. Navigator. He is part and parcel. Oh, an email. One last email before we set off on our grand adventure. Patootie. Hi, Mario. How are you? I'm, good. No, very good. No, great. Lots of stuff has changed here. Oh, but not the Elder being mad at my brother. That's still the same. I do wish you'd come back to play sometime. Are you really busy? Are you going someplace far away? Like a place no one's ever been? Wow, that'd be fun. I'm jealous. Well, if you ever have time to come back here, come play with me, okay? You have to promise. From Patootie. What is that? Patootie, what is that? Did you lay an egg? You're a child. What is the reproductive pattern of Patoonies, of Punies? Nintendo, I have so many questions. Why did she lay an egg? How did she lay an egg? She sounds really young. Oh, I'm concerned. I have so many questions.